Star Wars has done some pretty weird stuff before, some that is just totally bizarre and straight up ridiculous and makes you think, who even came up with this and how did it even get made in the first place? And when they do this, it's normally not very good and can receive a lot of hate. But recently, Star Wars has done something strange, and even though it looks and sounds like a fan fiction, it is actually pretty good and not a bad concept. And that is the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special. It was released on Disney Plus the other day and hasn't actually done that bad. I've never watched any of those Star Wars Lego shows or short movies before, but I thought I'd check it out because it only went for 45 minutes, and plus I wanted to see how ridiculous this thing could be. And oh boy, you know what, let's just get into it. The movie follows up the events of The Rise of Skywalker, and it starts with Rey teaching Finn how to be a Jedi. But Finn is just terrible at being a Jedi. He can't use the Force, he can't use a lightsaber, which, I mean, is a bit confusing because we have seen Finn use a lightsaber before, and he's not that bad. Rey gets annoyed and tells Finn to give the lightsaber back, and that hurts Finn's feelings. They are then interrupted by the others, and Poe gives everyone things to do for the Life Day celebrations, which is basically Christmas in the Star Wars universe, and it comes from the original Star Wars Holiday Special. And that is what the seed was for this LEGO special. So a little background on the original special, it was basically a Christmas special that aired in 1978, a year after the first Star Wars was released. And the special was just the weirdest, most eye-hurting thing you will ever see.
We are excited, aren't we?
It was so bad that George Lucas wanted it gone forever. So the original holiday special is basically what inspired the LEGO special. There are two different stories, but they do follow the same premise as Life Day. So yeah, they all set up for Life Day, but Rey finds a book that is the key to the galaxy's past. So Rey along with BB-8 jump in an X-Wing and fly off to the planet where they can find the key. And they do. Way too easily, and that sends them to all of these iconic Star Wars scenes, where they spend about 20 seconds in each, and you know, that's not even an exaggeration. They are literally there, make a joke poking fun of Star Wars, and then they're off again. Imagine Avengers Endgame, because there are so many similarities between Avengers Endgame and this holiday special. You know, a character needs something, so they can travel back in time, and they travel to all of these multiple places where they cause havoc in those past events. Two characters from two different movies meet up in the same place and have a big fight. The bad guy of the series who was dead comes back from another time, and that leads to a big battle at the end where the good guys versus the bad guys. It's basically Star Wars Endgame. And while you do have all of this going on, the whole Life Day celebrations don't really have much to do with the story. They do switch from Rey on her mission, I guess, and they show all of the others planning and having a lot of trouble at the Life Day party. So yeah, it's a nice touch, but it's not really a big part of the story. It's really just there to remind you, hey, this is way better than that Christmas special they did over 40 years ago. So Rey basically travels to a lot of places, and Darth Vader gets sucked into the time portal thingy as well, and they just muck up everything, and somehow literally every Star Wars character from different films ends up on Tatooine during the beginning of A New Hope.
Hello there.
Junta Solos?
You want to shoot first? After you.
Where they have this Attack of the Clones style fight that actually looked pretty cool. Shame it was short-lived, because remember, this is only 45 minutes long and they need to squeeze in as much in as they possibly can. So Vader steals the key and brings it to Palpatine, and the two visit Kylo Ren, and Palpatine tries to persuade him to join his side because he finds out that Darth Vader throws him down a reactor shaft in the future. So Rey manages to make a new key after having a chat with Yoda that leads to Luke from Return of the Jedi turning up with Rey to fight Vader, Kylo Ren and Palpatine, and that leads to a massive battle and ends with Vader throwing Palpatine down a reactor shaft. And Rey gets back to the Life Day celebrations after learning how to be a better master, and that is it. Overall, it's really not that bad. It's outright crazy, but it's really fun. I'm not even the target demographic either, but it was really made for kids who might be too young to watch the new Star Wars movies, or for long-time Star Wars fans, and I mean, I'm neither of those things, but I still had a good time watching it, and you could really tell this was written by Star Wars fans and people who actually have real passion for the series, and it really shows. I love how they constantly take the mick out of Star Wars by questioning some really strange things that happened in the movies and making a lot of jokes, because they can do that because they don't have to make it all serious. The characters are really fun, and they're basically just an over-exaggeration of the actual characters, and it's good when they can do that because they don't have to make the characters so serious, because They're just Lego characters. They explore things that I wish they did dive deeper into The Rise of Skywalker, like Rey teaching Finn how to become a Jedi. That was a nice touch, and that's actually what prompted Rey to go on a mission to become a better Jedi by watching Jedi Masters in the past. And as long as you don't think too hard about the whole time travel aspect of the film, it does make for a pretty good adventure because they do stick to their own rules of time travel. If I was to nitpick a little, my only real problem with this film is that it tried to squeeze way too much into it. It would have been nicer if they did slow down a little bit, but because they wanted to do all of this stuff, it was a lot to cram into 45 minutes. But overall, this is a really fun Star Wars adventure that tries to be self-aware and not take itself too seriously, and that's what I liked about it. I would recommend it if you wanted to check it out if you haven't already. It's on Disney Plus right now. It's different from anything that has been in Star Wars before, and it's a really enjoyable film. But make sure to comment what you thought of the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special down below, and thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next Friday.